When we made our submission, we made submission regarding the bill seeking to involve states of the Federation and FCT in the selection of airline agencies for Hajj Operation. That is what we received. But when we collected, or when we got the bill, the proposed bill, we discovered that we have two other items, which we have not actually written on because we didn't have information on them until we got the bill. Notwithstanding, we shall speak on all. Our paper covers, our presentation or our position is summarized in 3 pages under 7 items. The first item is, of course, the introduction, and that is about the Hajj Commission Act of 2026, the circumstances surrounding the creation of
2026.
2006. I'm sorry. 2006. 2006. The circumstances surrounding the creation of the commission by 2006. And we went further to talk about the status quo ante as it was. That is the situation with regard to the issue of involvement of states in the selection of air carriers. Because we all know that in the past, the states used to select, and then they would present to the coordinating authority. That was the time of National Hajj, the Technical Committee on Hajj, Presidential Committee, Presidential Task Force on Hajj, and DPA, OP, all those before the creation of the commission. States will select and then present to the coordinating authority at that time. Now, by 2015, something came in, and that was the new development with regard to the 50-50 quota. Saudi authority demanded that Nigeria should give 50% of the federal quota or the state quota pilgrims to be airlifted by the Saudi Airlines or representative of Saudi Airlines as Flynas, which is representing the Saudi Airlines. That was around 2014. But in 2015, an agreement was signed. Agreement was signed between Nigeria and Saudi Arabia. Nigeria was represented by the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Dr. Nuruddin, and the Permanent Secretary of Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the Deputy Chairman of GACA represented Saudi Arabian Authority. And that agreement was signed, that is the MOU, was signed. We have made submission of the MOU to the committee. We are sorry to have made the submission late. We submitted the opposition earlier, and then we submitted the MOU and the minutes of that meeting, the meeting by 2015, which brought about the 50-50 quota. Now, with that agreement, when the states were requested to accept the quota, that is to give Flynas, which was representing, or which still represents the Saudi Arabian Authority or Saudi Airline, states outrightly rejected because it was agreed then that 9,500 pilgrims should be given for Flynas to airlift, representing Saudi Arabia. States could not accept that. As a result, the commission therefore decided that this thing must be coordinated by the commission, and the states, the commission will normally advertise. The states are being involved in all the processes. There is no one process with regard to the selection or negotiation of for selection of air carriers that the states are not involved. They are involved in all these processes. I think the difference is where in the past they used to select and present for documentation, the Commission has to bring in the interest of the agreement or the MOU between Nigeria and Saudi Arabia, and that is to give 50%, even though up to now, Nigeria has not given them that 50% because every year Nigeria has to negotiate to give them a lesser percentage, even though they are insisting that Nigeria must give them that number, which is 50%, because that is the agreement. But Nigeria will always argue that no, we can't give you that 50% because we have to develop our capacity too. We have to develop our aviation industry. We have to develop our companies that have the capacity to even do the 100%. So Hajj Commission therefore has to coordinate it by inviting members of the experts from the Ministry of Aviation. Members of the experts will always come, will be invited, and the state will be, it's always represented through the forum. The forum will always give 4, 5, 6, whatever number agreed upon of secretaries or chairmen of State Pilgrims Welfare Board to participate in that process. And the process will pre-qualify the companies that apply after advertisement by the Hajj Commission, and companies apply. Now the process will be pre-qualified in conjunction with the expert from the Ministry of Aviation, the Hajj Commission, which is coordinating, and then the states. After they have been pre-qualified, the Hajj Commission will now group the states. It will group the states under one air carrier, like Mars, like Flynas, like any other one that is successful in the pre-qualification. And then the states the choice of selection by the states is what is missing. And I believe that is what they are looking for now, perhaps. That's what they are looking for, to be given the choice to select like it was in the past, in the status quo ante. But the fact that Nigeria has this agreement, it has to protect the agreement unless and until that agreement with Saudi Arabia of 50-50 is changed, is reviewed. Nigeria has no option but to give Saudi Arabia that quota because it's an agreement. It's not even a gentleman agreement, it's an agreement that is captured under MOU or BASA agreement. So the Commission has these observations before we state our position. That the Commission every year, annually, this committee is constituted, comprising of members of the Commission, a Minister of Aviation, and the states, to look at or to screen and negotiate with the companies before they are pre-qualified. Whichever number is pre-qualified is distributed among the 36 states, including FCT and armed forces. Therefore, the states, as far as we understand at the Commission, are involved in the process. Now, the air operation is the most critical aspect of Hajj operation.